What's going on, everybody? It's your homeboy Cable On Network here, chilling out, maxing out, doing my thing. All right, y'all. Now, in today's video, we're going to be talking about The Flash Season 3 ending. We're going to be talking about Black Flash versus Jay Garrick, Jesse Quick, Wally West. Let's go. All right. Now, for one, let's start this whole video off by talking about the bases because there's a lot to cover. We'll start off by talking about the Flash Season 2 final. Now, in that final, it showed that, spoiler alert, Barry and Zoom had their final battle. Barry managed to beat Zoom. Now, Barry didn't kill Zoom. Instead, the Time Raiders who were chasing Zoom finally caught up with them. Finally caught up with him, grabbed Zoom and turned him into the Black Flash. We'll get into him later, and took him into their dimension. Now, at the end of that, Barry also goes back in time to save his mother, which initiates the Flashpoint. It's the most devastating, I'll say it's really the most devastating event of the DC Universe. Flashpoint. Go check it out if you haven't already seen it. Now, it is going to be notable differences in there, and that's what we're going to be talking about in this video. Let's go. Now, let's learn about Black Flash before we go any further. If you watched my previous videos, you know, but some of you guys are just tuning in now. I'll give you a little rundown. Black Flash is basically death for speedsters. Now, you know how Zoom was talking about he was able to evade these rays for so long. After a speedster can go so fast, they can outrun these things. Black Flash is there to catch them. Now, speedsters cannot escape. Now, Black Flash has been seen by Johnny Quicks, Mercury Max, Barry Allen, of course, Bart Allen, and Wally West. Now that we know about the Black Flash, let's talk about how he ties into all this. Now, with Flash going back in time to completely fuck up the timeline, like completely, you know a time Wraith is going to come after him. The previous time Wraiths could not catch him, so who are they going to send? Zoom. If you watch the DC movie, Zoom was actually featured in there during the whole time, basically talking to Barry and such, saying that, you're the one who came back in time and caused all this death and destruction. And they call me a monster. He's basically like really hounding on Barry. Now, no lie, the thing about Black Flash, he's the number one enemy of all speedsters, the number one danger. He can actually slow time around for anybody else except the person who's connected to the Speed Force. His power is immense. Now, since Barry went back and effed up the timeline and such, you know, like I said, he's going to come after him. Now, in that timeline, I believe that they're going to make a second appearance with the real Jay Garrick. That was guy, spoiler alert, revealed in an Iron Mask. Now, you already seen him once. That you know the CW doesn't just use one character for an episode and that's it. No, they bring that back. They milk that character for all it's worth. Now, Jay Garrick is going to be making an appearance in Flash Season 3. Now, remember, Jay Garrick and such are on Earth 2, so I don't know how the whole history, time paradox thing works over there. But I can bet that they probably felt it or such like that, or they evaded because they're on another Earth. I really don't know how that, like I said, time works for people that went to another Earth and someone on another Earth transpired because they vibrate at different frequencies. So it's very tricky to see. I mean, tricky to say how it will really affect it. But let's just go with Harrison Wells, Jess, and everybody. Basically, they were the only ones that remember how things actually were because they evaded it. Just let's just say that. Now, Jay Garrick's over there right now trying to work with them to get him back to Earth 3. Now, with this whole time paradox, something could have affected their world, and now they open the time gate to go back to see what's going on, and they see everything's completely different. And now they're wondering, like, whoa, what the hell is going on? And that's how Jay Garrick can get involved. Now, with Jesse Quick, remember, Jesse Quick was already touched by the Flash, and, she was already, I'll say, endowed with the Speed Force. Plus, she got hit by the particle accelerator. It's been major hints that this chick is going to be one of the speedsters. And in the Black Flash's story, she was the one that helped Jay Garrick and Wally West fight Zoom to begin with. Now, in this, when they do another experiment to get Barry Allen's powers back, because remember, Harrison knows how to do it. He tried it and kind of disintegrated Barry, but he does know how to perfect it now, I truly believe. Okay, now you got Jay Garrick, you got Harrison, you got Jess. I'm not entirely sure about Wally, but we could just go there. I think that Wally's going to be the Flash of that world already. Like, his dad's gonna die in some type of tragic accident, and he does the same thing that Barry does. he tries to go into crime, and then that night he got struck with the chemicals and everything. I mean, Wally West was already a pretty smart kid when it came to speed and engines, so it is a possibility that some type of, I'll say, explosion or combination with the particle accelerator could make him a speedster that way. Now, you got Jake Garrick, you got Wally West, now you got Harrison Wells trying to help Barry get his speed back. Now, you have Jesse, who I guess something's going to happen to where this chick is going to, I'll say, try to attempt to become a metahuman just so she can help take down Zoom. And plus, she already believes that she is a metahuman to begin with, so she's going to try to interfere with that in some way so she gets exposed by it, or it's an accident and she gets hit by some of the elements and becomes a speedster like Barry. Now, once again, Barry cannot go back to the Speed Force like he did before because he already fucked with the timeline and he completely diluted the Speed Force, which means that if he goes back there, they're going to keep him there. The reason they let him go previously is because Zoom was their target enemy, and they knew that Barry could catch Zoom long enough they can go down there and bring him back to the Speed Force, and they were right. So that's why they let him go. That was all part of their plan. It really was. Think about it. Barry kept saying that he was so influenced by the Speed Force, he felt like he was even more connected with it. Yeah, because you were going about with their plan. Of course, you felt even more connected with it before before you did. Now, Jessie Quick's gonna get her speed. I truly believe in some type of way. I can say Jay Garrick tries to do something over there to get to, I'll say, the next Earth. Explosion happens or something. Electricity hits Jesse, and normally, electricity hitting Jesse would kill her, but it'll be Jay Garrick's electricity, and she can get her powers that way. There's a lot of possibilities for this chick to get her powers. Like I said, I believe Wally West is already going to have his powers in this. Now, you got Jay Garrick, Wally West, Jesse Quick, and Barry Allen, because Barry Allen is not going to have his speed. Think about it. The whole reason he did everything in his life was because of his mother's death. When his mother not dying, he would have no reason to go into crime. He had no reason to be at that precinct. He had no reason to get hit by a light. He had no reason for any of that. So that's why he's not going to have his speed. Now, whether or not I'll say Barry could get his speed back, I'm not entirely sure. I know they're going to try to get it back, but there's going to be already two speedsters there that's going to tackle Zoom. Now, Zoom's history is already pointing to how Wally West, like I said, took him to the corners of time and basically eradicated him. So that could be the end point for this, or it could be the Flash does it. But that's the only way to take down Black Flash. Another character that's going to be brought into here, I believe, is Rathaway. Remember him, Pied Piper? That was a way you could take down the Speed Race, and he could be a value asset in taking down Black Flash. Remember, Black Flash is insanely powerful. He's way more powerful than Zoom because this guy, okay, remember, this guy can take away the speed of speedsters just by touching him. So fighting them, every punch he lands on them will take away some of their speed and also take away some of their life force. Now, of course, he's going to be there for Barry Allen, but let's be honest, they will attack people if they try to stop them. They've already been known to take people by accident. They will attack you if you try to stop them. People who've only watched The Flash on the CW had no real DC background really thought that the Speed Race did not attack anybody because it did not attack Cisco and Caitlin. That Speed Ray was about to rip fucking Cisco's neck out for shooting at it. Believe me, he just went for Barry just because he was right there. Now, I truly believe that Rathaway is going to be brought into here because Pied Piper had an immense ability to take them down. He was the only one actually to take them down at the time. Now, in the CW show The Flash, it hasn't even been shown how to take down the Black Flash yet. But we know for a fact that we can take down Speed Rays with Rathaway's ability. He needs to be brought back in there. Now, I know some are going to critic this by saying that Barry Allen has recently become the new Black Flash after the old one was found apparently dead soon after the title was taken by Professor Zoom in his corpse black lantern uniform. Now, the thing is, Flash has to go back in time in order to stop all of this to begin with. He has to go back. That was the whole premise of Flashpoint. So, Barry will get his speed back. Now, whether or not he gets it before or after the whole big climactic battle with Zoom, I mean not Zoom, Black Flash, is, to be seen. Now they could, like I said, wire it to where Wally West, Jay Garrick, Jesse Quick all tackling this guy. They fighting him. Barry Allen just sitting there. He can't really do anything because he doesn't have a speed back. Harrison Wells is trying to get him his speed back so his dart doesn't get killed. Now you just got a whole big climactic fight. Cities are getting destroyed. You remember how when you saw DC Legends Tomorrow, you saw how the cities were destroyed and such. That's what Black Flash. Well, I mean that's what the Flashpoint does. Like if you look at it, I'll say what 90% of the world was completely done. It was destroyed. Like 95% of superheroes were dead. Hell, the superheroes that came there were dead. Shazam died. Oh my god, it was so fucking crazy. Now, this is going to be an awesome season, guys. I'm going to hype this up on my channel because I love the Flash and I love how they're really moving in this direction. There's a lot of ways this can swing. I give you guys great facts. I give you my ideas. So put in the comments, what are some of your ideas? I want to hear what you guys have to say. Thanks again for watching. Peace out, y'all, and talk to you later.